Here we go. Trigger warning, spoiler alert. We got at least a 2-hour delay on the Palisades Parkway. You are experiencing a I'm in traffic edition of the Tom Kelly Show. So I was supposed to post a different episode tonight, and I may post it later in the week. It involved a guy I met who was big in the BMX scene, blah, blah, blah. But I am in traffic, so I don't have time to edit and put the final touches on that episode. Where am I in traffic? I'm in Rockland County, New York. I am on my way to treat myself to a weekend of biking and just being in the country in the lower Catskills in a town called Callicoon, New York. Again, people, please, for the love of God, don't show up. But you guys met our friend Ryan Peterson from WTEN. He did the Will Smith apology episode of the podcast with me. He told me our friend Megan gave up show business to run a hotel / bed and breakfast. And I've actually had a great couple of days, but a couple of days where I kind of feel like I've done the same thing before. I've done it before. You know, like I've been at the beach. I've gone swimming with my nephews. Though I just had a new and beautiful day with my father where I went down to Gilgo Beach. We sat at the 4-wheel beach. We took the Jeep off-road and just sat on the beach and enjoyed father-son time. So I had a perfect day with my dad. But overall, I have this feeling of, oh my gosh, the summer is almost over and I need to do something exciting. So I splurged. I said, you know what, man, let's go and get a random hotel room in a random town I've never been before and do a new experience. Because, you know, if you do the same things, you get the same results and you don't know what you don't know. And for me, knowing how to travel, you know, like I always go to the same couple of spots because those are the same couple of spots I know. So I figured I'll go to this hotel where my friend works. My friend doesn't know I'm coming. And I'll bump into my friend. Maybe I won't, but the hotel looked really nice. And it looked like it fit the vibe of what I'm looking for, which is a few days of having fun. So I get in the car, drive from Long Island. I stop at my friend Pete McGarrigle's house in Tapan. And then I'm heading up north on the Palisades Parkway, and here we are, awful traffic. Now, let's say this is, again, I think I've told this story on the show before, but whenever I see a car accident, whenever I hear a siren, I always say a Hail Mary. My second grade Catholic school teacher, Mrs. Ann Wright, God rest her soul wherever she is. She was such a patient and wonderful teacher. She taught her students to say a Hail Mary whenever you see a car crash. So I am here in traffic. I was just talking to a guy named Julian, and Julian said, hey, do you have a podcast? And, well, actually, that's not how the conversation started, but I said, I'm a comedian. I'm on social media. I also have a podcast. He asked what the podcast is. And then I said, hey, why not podcast from traffic? And, you know, I kind of like how the podcast is half studio and half experiencing life with Tom Kelly. Uh-oh, I hear another siren. And every time you hear another siren, that means you're going to be here for a while. Wait, nope. I see brake lights going on. Oh, by the way, this is my friend. What's your name? Oh, no, she closed the window up. Nope, never mind. This is how you know, too. People don't want to... Oh, that's the ambulance leaving now. That's the ambulance leaving, which means the podcast may get shorter by the minute. So, but I've been in traffic, God, for about 20 minutes here. There are things I want to talk about, fun things I wanted to talk about. But it's funny, once I started podcasting, all of the cars around me, they started rolling up the windows so they don't have to hear me podcast. And they don't have to worry about being on the podcast with me. So as I'm sitting here waiting for traffic to move, I figured, you know what? I'll just do some random evergreen topics from the middle of the Palisades Parkway northbound in New York State. I've been working on a new joke. It's actually an old joke that you guys have been a part of. It's about my emergency contact. You know, like I've joked that my emergency contact was the Staples of Massapequa, And I actually have a great punchline to it. I did the first, I mean, it's funny. You guys have actually followed the development of what might be my favorite stand-up bit. You guys have followed the development of what might be my favorite stand-up bit, which is my quest for a new emergency contact. I've joked about that my emergency contact is the tech support desk at Staples of Massapequa. And I have this fantasy of the hospital calling the tech support desk and saying, hey, we got a man here named Tom Kelly. It looks like his life is at the end, and we need your permission to pull the plug. And then the tech support desk saying, yes, pull the plug, but then wait 30 seconds and plug him back in. But bump, get an applause break there. New thought I've had on the emergency contact joke is that your emergency contact should never be your beneficiary. So like right now, my emergency contact is my brother, who is also my beneficiary. And again, people, not to get you guys too excited about me, cars are starting to move, not to get you guys too excited about me, but I am very well insured and I am worth more dead than I am alive. Getting in the Jeep. You know what it is? The cars are moving like 3 feet. Don't you? You know what I hate about traffic? There's like nobody, like I'll turn the thing. Oh my gosh, yay, we're moving all of 3 feet. Let me start the car up and move all of 3 feet with these people. Drive, turn on the headlight, and oh my God, people. Oh my God, we're 3 feet closer to our goal. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, the satisfaction we all have. Oh, the satisfaction of being 3 feet closer to our goal. But you know what? At least now I'm not that jerk who didn't move everybody else up 3 feet closer. By the way, I actually took the top off. And again, top off. The stars are bright. Oop, somebody moved up another foot. Am I going to move up another foot? Am I going to move up another foot? See, that's the other thing with traffic. We're all so eager to move up that extra 1 foot in traffic. Oh my gosh, hurry, we must all get 1 foot closer to our goal. You know what my new stance is on this kind of traffic is? I wish there were an app that told you, hey guys, there's something horrible happening about a mile away in front of you. Why don't you all just have a picnic for half an hour and we'll let you know when it's okay. And again, something horrible is happening. We've seen one ambulance pass. Somebody's not having a good day today. We should all say a little Hail Mary for whoever's in trouble. But on the other hand, did I really need to give up my really good in the middle of traffic shot to, move the car all of 1.5 feet? Now, nobody beeped the horn, but I knew that was coming. That's the other thing about traffic in New York. And you know what I love? Everybody else is slowly putting the cars back in park, saving gas. So I'm getting up, and there you go. Look, there you go. That's an angle, people. Listen. If I can't write the value of the Jeep off, but I should be able to write off the value of this Jeep purely for the beauty of this shot. Here's a stupid one. I guess I'm throwing this out to the listeners, and you could comment below if you're watching on YouTube or send me an email, TomKellyShow@me.com. Have you ever made friends while you were in traffic? That's just something that's new or something that you would think would happen more. Now for me, people were kind of starting to make friends in traffic. I was making friends with Julian behind me, who is late for a campaign party or I guess it's primary day for Democrats here in New York City. And Julian's late for his party. But I was starting to make friends. And then, of course, Tom had to bring out the old selfie stick. And then everybody started rolling up the windows. This has actually been my complaint about New York City. If you guys are following the news about Texas and all these other states busing migrants to New York City, it's a real thing. It's happening. And because, New York is a sanctuary city, blah, blah, blah. And we're not going to get political, except that I love and care for immigrants. But I also think at a certain point, not everybody wants to, pay the bills for other people. And that's just sad. We're all not in my backyard. But one sad thing that's happening on the Cross Bronx Expressway, right by the confluence of the island of Manhattan and the George Washington Bridge, is you're starting to see South American people selling mangoes in the middle of traffic. And that's just not good for traffic. That's not good for the South American person who is selling the fruit. And it's not good for the flow of commerce, people. It's just not, and it's not safe for anybody. Because what happens if traffic picks up and there's a poor mango salesman person, right there on the middle line? Anyway, I can't help but think I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. Because here I am now, in traffic, thinking, God, I wish I had someone to sell me some mangoes. There's some nice people over there, but they just want to see what's going on. They don't want to make friends. And I just want to make friends. You know what? I mean, that's the other nice thing about being on vacation. By the way, I'm also on 2 bars of service on Verizon, and I can't really make any phone calls. And actually, no, I made 1 phone call, but I'm not getting data. And I do have a problem with that because I have a whole archive of fun things to talk about on the podcast, and I can't access it. I'm in traffic. I can't come up with any of my old ideas. I have so much I want to talk about, and I can't remember them right now that I'm recording. All I have right now is a note in my iPhone that says hearing aid sex, and I can't remember why it's in there. I don't know. I went up a little bit before, and all you can see is another mile worth of cars. It's either an awful accident or zombies. Nobody's having me right now. Nobody is having me right now. Are you a Walking Dead fan, Julian?
I like the comic books, actually.
You like the comic books. So does this remind you of the opening episode of Walking Dead?
It does. It does.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how do we know there's not zombies just coming back waiting to eat us right now? And here I am being a horse's ass, recording a podcast while you're smoking.
Well,
we should be running that way.
If there are zombies, then I don't have to pay student loans anymore. So.
Ah, see, now Julian just said if there were zombies, then he doesn't have to pay student loans. Well, let me tell you, what if I could combine zombies and student loan forgiveness? You know what I got you? Joe Biden.
That's a good one.
See, got a laugh from Julian. See, you can get a laugh after an hour and 15 minutes of traffic. You are doing well. So again, I can't access my archive of great conversations to talk about on the podcast. I did look at my things to do list, and do I have enough checks? And tell everybody, I'm not going to be at Uncle Vinny's Comedy Club in September. Julian, did you hear that?
I did.
Don't go to Uncle Vinny's in September, or go, but don't expect to see me. You know what? Did you hear the story about Sylvester Stallone?
I did, actually.
Okay, so I'll tell you guys. Sylvester Stallone had a tattoo of his wife for the last 25 years. And he just had the tattoo redone at the age of 76. And he had the tattoo changed from his wife to his dog, Rocky. And then all these people are asking him, hey, Sylvester Stallone, are you getting divorced? You just changed the tattoo of your wife to your dog. And he said, no. And I'm like, dude, you just changed the tattoo of your wife to your dog. If you weren't getting divorced before, you are now. No laugh from Julian on that one. God damn it, traffic. Julian, you want to play a quick trivia game? Okay. This famous Pirates of the Caribbean actor, Johnny Depp, had a tattoo of his wife of 2 years from the 1980s.
Yes.
It originally had her name, her full name, but instead it now says Wino. Who was his wife in the 1980s? Winona Ryder, ding. And if I had prizes, I would give you one right now. That's a true story, podcast listeners. When Johnny Depp, if you thought Amber Heard was his first crazy wife, no. Winona Ryder, 1980s people, and he had a tattoo that said Winona. And then I guess after they got divorced, he had the tattoo changed to Wino. In between shots, Julian, repeat the question again.
How do you make revenue?
Julian asked, how do I make money off the Tom Kelly Show podcast? And so where have I made my money? I've made my money on connection. I've made my money on developing material. Like I've been working on a new joke. Maybe I'll try it now.
Please.
So you guys saw me write it. I'm going to try it for Julian right now. Ready? Here we go. So Julian, I am not looking for love in life anymore. I'm looking for a new emergency contact. My emergency contact is an office supply store I used to work at, because my fantasy is that one day I'll be in the hospital and the hospital will call the tech support desk and say, hey, we have a guy named Tom Kelly here. We need your authorization to pull the plug. And then the tech support desk guy will say, yes, pull the plug, but then wait 30 seconds and plug them back in. I didn't get a laugh, but I got a ah. And I have another theory, Julian, that right now my emergency contact is my brother. And he can't be my emergency contact because his voicemail box is full. I see a lot of brake lights coming on. Uh-oh, Julian's getting antsy. It's going to be another 3 feet. Julian, it's going to be a 3-foot move. Julian's going to become that guy. Everyone's going to rush back to their cars. Actually, there's that guy left his car, and that guy walked pretty far away. Where is that guy? Maybe that guy moved the people. Oh, my God. You ready for the funny one? That guy walked about a quarter mile away from the car, and his car is there, but he's over there, and traffic is starting to move. And, oh, now he's jogging. Nope, now he's not jogging. Yeah, that's not a man who's going to be jogging. Feel bad? We're all moving 10 feet. We're all hypocrites. Oh, wait, nope. It's only 10 feet. Julian, manage your expectations, Julian. Manage the expectations. We'll see you in 10 feet, sir. All right, so I see the flashing lights ahead. I'm going to wrap up the podcast now with a moment. Oh, God damn it. I got to buckle up. I'm at 4 miles an hour, Jeep. Why does the Jeep make me buckle up at 4 miles an hour? Oh. Yeah, you know what? The flashing lights are up ahead. Now it's rubbernecking and people merging. I'm going to end the podcast here with a moment of gratitude. You know what? I'm not going to rubberneck. I'm not going to, it would probably help the ratings if I showed you the gross car accident and whatnot. But at this point, I'm going to end the podcast with a moment of gratitude. It's not me. And I hope this person who crashed their car is okay. And I hope their loved ones deal with the stress well. And yeah, that's the difference between me and other comedians. Much more successful comedians would be showing you bloody bodies coming out of the car accident wreck, and not me. So listen, this is the joy of the Tom Kelly Show. Thank you for coming on the ride with me. How do you thank me? How do you pay for this podcast? Kind of like Julian was saying, I'm giving it away for free. What can you do, people? Show love where love can be shown. That means commenting, talking to each other, making friends. Tell your friends about the podcast, and rate where you can rate it. All right? And that's it, people. Until next time, good night, New York.